Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to another adventure. My name is Ganyonz, and as we continue our way through Steam Next Fest, Teeny Tiny Town, you're up to bat. Teeny Tiny Town is a little casual puzzle game where, all the good things, they come in threes. So basically, we're going to be combining tiles here to build a city over time. So I guess it's a little bit of a city builder too. Kind of like 2048 style. So let's give it a shot. Welcome to Teeny Tiny Town. Your job is to build the biggest town possible on these lands by merging together items on the board. Place an item. The tile that is highlighted is your next item to place. Click on an empty tile to place the item. Place items of the same kind beside each other. Place your item on an empty tile. Roads counts as empty tiles as well. Ah, we made a tree. Tree plus tree plus tree equals campsite. Develop your town by connecting 3 or more adjacent items together to create a more valuable item. Line up and 3 of the same kind to merge them. Gotcha. So the last place you put it is going to be where they merge. Keep lining up and 3 or more. Keep lining up 3 or more of the same kind to merge them. If you do not wish to use the current item, you can store it for later use. Keep on merging items on the board. So if I were to put, that is not an empty space. Oh, got it. So that's just where it's being put for right now. I don't need to put it there. Okay, so then ultimately I want one bush to end up there, just not that one right now. Got it. We made a campfire. Every merge turns into a better item. Okay. So ultimately I'm going to want to merge here. So let's put a bush there. Oh, wait, but I'm going to need to merge here. Swaps are powerful power up. I'm going to guess that these are not English speaking developers because there's some weird like localization writing here. Not that that is a big deal in any way. They allow you to swap an item on the board with another item or an empty tile on the board. Swap items. First, press the swap icon, then select any item you wish to move. Finally, choose the item. Oh, okay. So if I want to select this, finally choose the item. Oh, I didn't have to select an item to swap it with. Okay. Bulldozers allow you to erase an item from the board or lower an elevated tile. Use them wisely. The action can't be undone. To bulldoze an item. I swear I haven't been drinking. First, press the bulldozer icon, then select the item you wish to remove. Try it on a stone. But what if I want the stone? Well, I guess we'll take out this one because I'm going to need to go there. Your town will generate gold every 5th turn from your houses. You can buy items and powers from the store. Oh! Okay, interesting. So it's more than just like a literal puzzle game, play until you go. There's actually reason to build stuff. You're doing great. Keep developing your town and let's see how big and prosperous you can make it. Move the game board by dragging with 2 fingers on the screen. Ah, okay. Well, so this is intended to be a mobile game, and it's been ported to PC, because yeah, these are not mouse and keyboard. Okay, so let's get to playing. I think eventually, so I can end up, make a tree here. And so then ultimately I can make a tree. Actually, I'm going to want to make a tree down here. Oh, there's just a tree. There we go. A little campground. So I'm going to put the tree down here. I don't want to put a bush there, but I can pull a tree this way. Or do I want to pull a tree down here? I guess let's make a tree there. We have another tree. So let's put this tree. God, planning. Oh, that shows where next is. Okay, so next is a tree. So if I put a tree here. Oh, it's going to take everything? Got it. So it probably gives me the same thing I would get. It just gives me more points. Oh my god, there's going to be so many levels of things to combine. it's gonna hurt my brain. Okay. It shouldn't hurt my brain. This should be nice and calming and relaxing. Okay, let's make another tree. But the thing is, I want this tree to combine. Yeah, so I've already kind of like messed this up. So do I want to... So I guess technically... Okay, this might be kind of backwards. So basically, you have to start from the opposite of where you want to... Like, you get what I mean? Right? You have to start in the opposite place you actually want the thing to be. Although I'll be able to buy, let's see. So where's the shop? Is this a shop? Ah, items. As you expand your city, more items will become available. A crane? So like we can buy a swap. And I can just swap these. Nice, get another wood pile. So I think we're only getting trees right now because I don't have stone. Is that right? Or maybe this just literally gives it to you immediately. Okay, it looks like that just gives it to you immediately. Okay. So let's plan for a tree to end here. Oh, but see, I'm already backwards. Yeah, so I want to end with a campsite here, so that way these combine down into another stack of logs here. So then this tree, I don't want to put here. I want to put here. This campsite... Oh, geez. Okay, so this campsite I'm going to put here. We can then combine these trees... here. Combine that tree there. There's another campsite. And let's see. So we have 205 gold. How are we going to get to houses? Well, I suppose what we can do... Oh, swaps are expensive. Oh, boy. So let's see. So if I just buy a campfire, I can just put that here. Now we have 2. Which I guess I didn't need because we already could have swapped it over here. So what does that make? I just... maybe I'm screwing myself over, but I just want to see... Let's see. So if I swap you down here... Oh, you make a house. There we go. Goal achieved. Choose an additional reward. Let's take the... gold, because this is worth 240, so I would like that. As long as the cost doesn't go up each time... Oh, the cost goes up each time you take it. Ugh, yikes. And so the house gave us 1... Oh, now we're making gold. Okay. Got it. So we want to keep making houses. So let's go ahead and... I guess let's start making some campfires over here. But where do I want this to end is the thing. I think ultimately the easiest place is going to be to put a tree here. So for right now, maybe not. Let's put a couple trees here. I can collapse them down there. I can collapse another tree over here. Ooh, another campfire, though. Let's put that right here. Oh, wait. Shoot, that was next. Derp. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and build out here. We have another campfire. Let's put the campfire... maybe like right over here. That seems like a decent place to put a campfire. Another little tree. A happy little tree, in fact. Campfire over here. Fantastic. Hmm. There we go. Another campfire. These two are a little spread apart, but that's okay. As long as we get one more, we can always swap it with this. So let's start down here in the corner, perhaps. Let's kind of do a similar thing. Nice. We got another little tree. And then we can always make another little tree, another little campfire. Oh, already messed that one up. Okay. Although I wonder if I had two tree... Okay, I want to test this out. If I have two trees next to each other... Oh. Well, now I'm just going to do this. You know what? I'm going to put the campfire down here. If I get another campfire, I'll place it there for bigger points. Now for really big points. There we go. Nice big pile. And what we can do is we can grab a swap and swap this over here. Nice. So we have a super big house. Get an additional 2 gold every 5 turns. Let's go ahead. Keep making some more little trees. Got a nice little campfire in the center of town. I don't think these combine diagonally, right? Well, I wouldn't know because I had a bush. Well, we can go ahead and put that there. We have this space open now. Okay, this stone we'll go ahead and combine for a big stone. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you combine the trees, which is going to turn into a campfire, and then those 3 campfires combine. So it just takes the other campfires in with it and does it all in one super smooth motion. This is definitely relaxing, but at the same time, my brain that wants to win everything is like going into like overdrive here, into trying to make everything like as perfect as I can. Okay, another campfire. Another campfire. So where do I want to... Probably just right here. Okay, so we can't pull things in diagonally. There's another campfire. We have a tree. We're going to build the tree here because I want to pull in this way, which I can't do now. But I can pull a tree down here. Eventually, I can put a tree there. Put a campfire down there now. Campfire up there. Oh, now we just... Okay, now we're just getting logs. See, this is going to be helpful. Having these, because what... Ultimately, like, what is the factor of these, right? This is 3 campfires, which is 9 trees, which is 27 bushes. So this is essentially 27 units, which is massive, which means this is, what, 60, 80... Oh boy, math, 81. So this is 81 units. So once we start getting houses, that'll be absurd. So I'm going to do that. So that way now we have 2 houses together. We'll go ahead and do that. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, the move and the next is screwing me up. Because I keep looking up here at the next thinking that's what I have. And obviously it's not. The music here is super relaxing though. I might like, in the best way possible, fall asleep playing this game. And I don't mean that it's boring by any means. In fact, it's a very entertaining game. It's just very calming. That's huge. Choose an additional reward. Take the gold again. And so what else? So now we can just buy houses for 250. What does crane do? I don't want to click it because I think it'll just give it to me and I don't necessarily want it. Let's just take the house now though. And let's just build something big. Oh, nice. We have just a regular house. 5 gold every 5 turns. We're making the big bucks now. Is this a big stone or is this just a regular stone? I think that might just be a regular stone. Let's get some happy little trees going. Another campfire. I almost feel like a lot of this game, maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way, but I almost feel like a lot of, yep, I almost did the same thing. I almost put this down here. I don't want to put that down there yet. I feel like a lot of this is going to end up being just just make these every once in a while. And then just buy a switch to move them around. It seems to be the easiest thing to do. That looks to be another big stone. Okay, so we're going to start working on trees up here. Now, where do I want this? I could put it up here to get it close to this wood pile. Down here would give me the most points. I think I just want to put it up here, though. Oh, especially I didn't see that was coming up next. So now where do I want to put this? I think here's fine. Because now we can... Yeah, so these keep getting more expensive over and over. So we can't really just, like, use them all the time. But we do eventually have a spot we can move it down to right there. Let's go ahead and bring that wood pile down there. Let's see. So we gotta get to 10,000 points. And we've earned 10,000 points total so far. Okay. Got a little ways to go then. That's okay. That's what we're here for. Let's go ahead and put the campfire, like, over here. Actually, again, that was wrong place to put because we want them to collapse on that space. Yeah, so that is definitely a very backwards way to think of things, right? So now, technically, I want to put this tree here because if I want to collapse it down, yeah, I wanted that space open. Yeah, so now, rather than putting it here and combining, because I know that this bush is next, I'm going to put this down here. So that way I can put the bush here, which is going to collapse a tree into here, which is going to collapse this into a campfire here, which is going to collapse all these into a wood pile here. There we go. So now I'll put a campfire here, so that ultimately my plan is to get a campfire here, and then we can just place a campfire there. And actually, I know there's a campfire coming up next, so what I'm going to do is just put a tree here, campfire here, and now at some point we'll be able to put a campfire there, close those down, make another house. There we go. Close those, make a campfire. tree. Let's go ahead and put a tree there. Collapse those down. Make a tree here. Here we go. Make another campfire. Oh, I've kind of locked myself in here, haven't I? Do I even have... Well, I have a tree coming up next, which I can put down there. It'll be a campfire. Okay. So let's do this. This might get a little bit expensive here. So I'm going to swap you over here. Make a house. I can't even afford another swap. I need a lot of money. Because once we can bring a house down here, that'll give us a bunch of points. Okay, that frees up a lot of real estate. Hoping to put a tree down here eventually. There we go. More big rocks. What does that make? It makes bigger rock? Ah, we finally got a wood pile. Okay, nice. I'm going to combine that here, which makes another house. So eventually, once we can swap, that'll clear a bunch of spaces. Let's do that. Unfortunately, we've kind of blocked ourselves off here. Which means that I likely want to keep these spaces open, put a tree here, then put a tree here, which will collapse these. So let's start building over here a little bit. Oh, shoot. And that blocked off this area. Okay, gotta be careful. Okay, so then I need to start building this way. There we go. That makes campfire. Now, of course, I've screwed myself over here again. Okay. Yeah, this is eventually going to lock us in here. So, let's see. I can put a campfire here. Now, where do I want to start building trees? Probably here, because I can't do anything here. So that's gonna be saved for a tree. Save this. It's gonna put a tree here, but I'm blocked off here. So let's go ahead and build down here. Ultimately, I want this to be the end point for a tree. Nope, I wanted that to be campfire. Well, it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to be able to build a tree in here anyway. Okay. So, how do I not get myself in a sticky situation? I might have already done so. Yeah, and I can't buy a house. But I might need to buy a campfire here. So that way I can actually close this. Okay. Got to close this off there. Which means I need to close this off here. Which gives us some more real estate to work with. So I think ultimately... Okay, so what do I want to do? Let me think about this. I'm going to put a tree here. Okay. Campfire coming up next is actually pretty perfect. Because I'm going to put that... Oh my god. Campfires. Thank you. Now, ultimately, if I was smart, I would have built... The first one I got, I would have built it here and then built the second one here to collapse this wood pile on this square. But we didn't do that, and that's okay. Because then we could have collapsed this down into a house, got ourselves 2 more spaces. But what do I want to do with this tree? I could put the tree down here, which puts the campfire, which gives me a bunch of open space. I could put it up here, which kind of does the same thing. Is one of them better than the other? I guess likely this spot, because if we get a house, now that I've messed this spot up, I could put a house here and close that off. We have a wood pile now, so I'm going to put the wood pile here, so that way I don't break this area. So let's start building a tree this way. Ultimately, I'm going to want the tree to be there. This is actually a little awkward because it's going to close the space off. Actually, that's fine. Because if we get another wood pile, I can put the wood pile there. But now this is blocked off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, what can I buy? Can I buy a wood pile? I can buy a wood pile. Wood pile would let me close this off and open up a bunch more space. What else could we do? I mean, that's really the most cost-effective thing, right? That also gives me another house, which is more gold. Now we're making 10 gold every 5 turns, which is pretty big. So I want this last tree to be down here. Hang on. So we have a tree coming up next. Ideally, I would be ending the path right here. So if I'm going to put a tree here, I'm going to want to build up to this point. So I want to put this bush here, put the tree down here. Well, that just completely screws me up, actually. Gives me a little bit more space. Oh, no, but then it blocks me off. Might be in trouble here. Well, I can buy a tree. Trees are cheap. But ultimately, I'm going to be running into problems here. Okay, so now I need to buy a campfire. But the problem I'm having is I keep segmenting my map. And I'm at this point, yeah, I burned so many swaps early on. Because, like, now I have a decent play where I could swap this wood pile here, which would collapse all these houses. But I have too much of the map segmented off. I'm not going to be able to do anything. I think that pretty much locks us off. Yep. You've run out of space on the board. Do you wish to undo your last move? Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to do it. So our high score is 16,666. Oh, so we have different map. Oh, gotcha. So we have different size maps. So we have expanding lands, green plains. What is the expanding lands? Oh, the expanding lands gets bigger over time. Right, I didn't see that. And there's water. So I'm assuming you can't build on the water. But super cool game. Yeah, very much, very much like 2048. And it's a little bit like, oh God, I'm not going to remember what the name of the game is. Had a K in it. I know that is not helpful at all. Someone's going to know that. Going to be like, I know exactly what the game that is. It was another like very calm, relaxed city builder type game. Super cool. Obviously, they intended for it to be on mobile and it's been ported over to PC. But very common game. It definitely hurts my brain. The fact that you have to plan the reverse, or you're basically given the pieces in one direction, right? Like the way you're given your pieces, the timeline is moving forward, but you have to plan where to put them, planning backwards. Yeah, hurts my brain, but at the same time, it's calming too. So the fact that they have calming music is actually super helpful because it means you don't get too frustrated or yeah. So guys, this has been Teeny Tiny Town. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the game down below in the comment section. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more gaming content just like this. We play all kinds of okay, I'm gonna get this down one day. Rogue likes and rogue lights, deck builders and dice builders, and tactics strategy games. But for today, I have been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.